it's a question that children would ask, maybe before they even either they fell on their ass or somebody undermined them and said, you're actually off track, or they didn't know, and they're kind of just going like this in a tumbler. It's a tumbling system, and there's a trip system to it, right? To us as the human organism is here reproducing. I was going to say out of control, but the more the merrier, because from that there's a possibility that a human being can emerge out of it. We don't see it much here. If it happens, we see a mobbing and a killing. Hi, Jesus, is it coming soon? Easter is on the way, or whatever that is. Or was it Christmas? I don't know. I got really confused. On Christmas, I was like, never mind. I'm glad it's over. But boy, does the population go into a flat line. And boy, are they now. I determined that it's for sure it's not human. And then but you have programming. It's as good as a holographic field of information. It's false field of information. It's like so this is how you have false people, like just fake people, and it's machinery. It's not machinery per se, but what I mean is like PC. It's been programmed. So when if now I'm just trying to think now. Think of okay, it's just as simple now. Think of a programming or a computer. When I get a headache, I stop. I'm on the. I know what I'm talking about for certain. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm experiencing is what I mean. I know that what's coming in on one side that is the possible cure, and then there's the other side that is very sick. I'm talking about the human organism. So back to SHA SCI FI talking about the non-human faction running amok. And it's interesting. It's not really amok. As long as you have money, you can go down the chutes and ladders, and you are definitely in the money. What I mean is that you're safe. You're playing it safe, and you are fully programmed. And you see, that's kind of now talk about the wash. What I was talking about in the beginning, the wheels that spin. Sometimes, okay, so the analogy would be that when it's polished and ready, it gets spit out. And that's who the outcasts are, perhaps. The people that say, "Excuse me, there's this way we can do it," and they're like, "Huh, Jesus Christ! No, I didn't have any kind of better way. My way sucked." I have a Mercury conjunct Uranus, mind conjunct the mind of God. I've given it my mind to God, so now it's like an H. How? H is there everywhere. If you look at it, this, that, there, it has to do with the truth. If you look at the end of the truth, boom, there's a TH. We couldn't get away with that. Whew. And so H is powerful. Why? It's in the word why, but if you look at it, it's a symbol. Hydrogen, it's the most common element found in the universe. It's a highly flammable gas, right? When I think of the H, I think of the dragon. We are in the year of the dragon, so why not talk about it? Well, helix, the H, you know what helix is? The positive and negative polarities, and then in the middle, there's a connection to where they oscillate. It's an oscillating thing. that if you were to turn it on its side and look at it, now you have the Taurus figure. You have the Taurus. It's very yin-yang-ish. It's very much yin-yang. Positive and negative, and then there's an even flux. And now, if you look at it, I mean, if you turn that yin-yang, never thought of it like this, but if you turn the yin-yang like this, like it has two eyes. Well, that's the dragon. It's now, okay, this is jumping the gun, but in case people want to fry with me a little bit, the sun is rising. I got to do some practical things. By the time it's 9 o'clock, I'm doing the so-called human thing, which, by the way, it isn't human. I mean, I'm having to change a lot of things based on what we see and do know, and how that there's a death cult system. And well, I'm trapped. Everybody is, and you get to getting to this point of God, I'm getting off my subject matter, but best to quit while you're ahead. Thanks, Grandma. You kind of tend to scale down. You become conservative. You become energy efficient. If you realize what's happening, and if you've done it right, you've see what Christ Jesus was heard saying, that you do the opposite of the first compulsory suggestion, because if you go along with whatever the programming wants you to do, they'll have you running continually 24/7, right? And on top of that, because see, it's on top of that, boy, you know, you have a run for your money here anyway. You have your work cut out for you, and you better fill time in such a way that is, I was going to say, talking about now in the experiment, if we're going to get one of those polished up stones from the wash that keeps going like this and just pops out and says, you know what, I'm ready for what? God looks at it and goes, yep, there I am. That's it. Now talk about the master. There's a master inside of the studio. Every artist knows, and this could be a place. Now I'm talking about to manufacture up a human being. This is probably the only place and the only channel that'll start making sense. You know, I'm looking at a lot of people, and they're stuck on this thing like, and you control your reality, and it's your truth. And it's like, say, the way that they kind of brush over the words and they don't really even clarify. Okay, what is reality? What do you mean? Because the thank God thing, and thank reality God, is that we don't have any control over reality. That thing, first of all, we can't pick it up with a fork. Let's talk about the nature of reality. I love it. Where's my fork? Is there a demonstration? We can't cut it with a pair of scissors. Watch. See, it's that thing just beyond your nose. It's not your hand, it's not your nose, but it's the space. Take it away. There's still a space there. I forget to mention that too, because some narcissists say, well, it's right there, right there. No, take that away. There it is. Now watch me try and cut it with a pair of scissors, babes. Look at me try and stab it. I can try and spit on it, shit on it, everything. What are you going to do? Spread the good news. You found reality. Now, did you recognize what the truth was? It's me trying to cut reality with scissors. And the scissors, ow, and the fact, fuck, I just hit my elbow. This truth right here, fucking A. Watch out. It'll hurt you if you don't know it's there. Don't sit there and be blind about it. Shh, you have a bunch of cuts on you? It didn't hurt that bad. God is laughing. It actually feels like bliss. Like, I told you to tell them that too, about the truth. It's all this floaty stuff. It's there. You can go and... we love fire. I wasn't going to say burn it, but it's okay to burn. We burn trash. There's a forever trash burner over there. I'm not kidding. In my hometown, at least, yeah, there's a the dump, the disposal, the waste disposal for the city. It gives a certain smell when you go past the trash burning facility. I don't know if they've hooked it up to generators yet. You can just forever burn. Hello, sunshine, whatever. You know, I don't know. How are the kids doing? Is this Sunday? Sunday. I might post this Sunday. You know, my cat's right here and I'm petting her and we're getting ready to do the practical things of life, which is to spend money. And I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate. See, there's a lot of people and they think it's just forever July. Fine, that's fine. I don't have the same relationship that you do with the universe as it's not to me. I don't have a problem with abundance. In fact, there is a problem of abundance. What do we do with it? What do we do with it? There's too much. How do we bring it up into perception little by little and create a masterpiece at a time? Like a song, I know because I'm an artist and I'm talking very real. I mean, there is tunes that you have to just figure, well, this is the best way to do it right here, because why? Well, first of all, it worked, and second of all, it sounds really good. It makes you go, yay, baby! And then and if it's possible, see, this is the thing. You know, you need to be able to be sure you can play your piece in front of people. Um, Musicians are real. They're there. They can play simple tunes, and a lot of times it's all very simple. You know. Anyway, I'm petting my cat, and yes, thank you for listening to this. Getting back to, no, that has everything to do with the polished stone. You know, everybody needs to get out of that programming, the programming that says, well, can you uncomplicate yourself? I bet you anything. Yeah, for sure. That's it. You know, that's the Taurus call. Talking about Taurus, you know, astrologically, we have everything going forward. We're moving into new territory as far as the evolution of human consciousness. We've never been here. I mean, hail Pluto and Aquarius. I'm actually saying something that has a train that people are eating popcorn over, and might be worthwhile to feel their own brains start to move over it. I'm massaging your brain, you know. Like I said, you won't find anything like it. I see people falling off kilter because of how that that well, first of all, who dares go past the advertisement? I don't even have my advertisement. And for $19.99, you can and there's a click down below with the blah, and it's going to send money there. Donate. I will give you an extra blah. My name is and it's a fucking Forever July. I'm sorry. Money isn't going to do anything for us here. That's a ceiling, and oh gosh, you know, these people are really going far. How do they go far? You can tell. They get a new background and a new chair. Stay on the fear mongering too. I mean, boy, you know, that's fine. Not to me though, because there's a cure too. And I'm gonna start. I tried pulling it up. Nobody believes me, but I keep pulling up other information. No, the math is right here, and it points at it. It's the English alphabet, the symbols, and the math of the upper spectrum vowels, especially. They're just pictures. Like I was trying to tell you about the H. That's a picture. You'll see it everywhere. The H is found everywhere. What I mean, and the T, that's pointing at the truth. It says T. The truth is here. There. I don't know. T. Is this a T too? Yeah, T. Turn the T like this, and now you're pointing. T. It gets kind of, see. The thing is you have to turn your imagination on correctly. Otherwise, you have a disease called the mind. If it's not truth oriented, what's there, this, that, what? There's always the T there, right? Why? Now, some of these things aren't questions. If you get deeper into it and you knew the equation of the W, what a W was, what the H was, and what a Y is. These are tools. And what the W is points at waves, non-physical, coming out of the sky and filling in like this, if you want to get the metaphor. And then this is M, woman, man. This is matter, plugs into the ground, just like energy. 1, 2, 3 prong, plug, positive, negative charge. Now, if you concentrate on the word men, there's an E. Now, the E is this the right way? I'm sorry, I faced it the wrong way. I can't tell on this thing. It's backwards. Me, men, me. And so the N is stands for neurology. It's a half a wave. It's like you have a full connection, but then you have a half right here, and we have, as nerves, we have that, but there's a full connection through the upper and lower ground and the air to bring into animation our electric bodies. We point at electricity a lot, the flows of energy, and also information like that's what energy would be. I think that, well, electricity, if you if you consider how there's a free information highway accumulating so-called of all of our energy, and I'm not saying that that's the holy grail. No, it's a synthesized version of what I'm talking about. They have computerization, and your computers, your PC, and how everything works is from having studied the nature of reality, which is very, very much. That's the metaphor, is the computerization there. It's kind of interesting the way they're sucking. They have sucked in the aperture, which is prone to programming, to be trained into computerization, which is was easy to do. If you notice now, and this is the truth, well, stepping aside from the real life subject matter of what the human PC is, the human embody the human. I like to put an E at the end, humane, human, not the organism that is there unawoken yet, that is programmed and says this is the program. No, you have to wipe that. And see, that's what the 40-day and 40-night thing is. When Christ goes for a walk, you program it through your body having experiences that jolts your mind into having some experiences also that says, oh, I surrender. No, this is, yeah, no, like this. It's the body and the truth and the outer space, God. You know, you're here. What are you going to do? You got to get away from the transmitting the irradiation of other minds, and you take a walk into the desert, and that's what trains your mind into knowing the nature of knowing and learning and just being a mind, period. And you don't say, and the mind is the one that trained me. No, reality is the boss, and the truth trains. See, if you look at the word train, I'm not making this up. First of all, the English alphabet, the way that our words are put together, there's a reason why all of the global population had to learn it. It's because it's a space interfacing system sent from outer space by benevolent beings. This interfacing system, if you learned it, if you knew it just a little bit, you could understand that there's abbreviations in a lot of words, like the word brain, train, pain, even the word said has the configuration. Now we're only looking at, now if you really want to learn this, the highest of high knowledge here, and begin to figure things out. Vowels, just look at the vowels and understand the vowels and understand the I, particularly the lowercase is now, it has the same divinity as the uppercase vowels, but it's the only one that should be seen in lowercase. When you're saying I as in a divine person, you have lowered case the I, and it says my eye is open. There's an I, and there's the third dimension. The third dimension is reality, God. If you're here in a human body, you don't have any choice. If you can get this right, you can call it now, but really the now, what we mean is when you go like this and your hand is moving in airspace there's an airspace between. Do you see the airspace? Hello, do you see outer space, everybody? That's what I'm tripping out on. They're all in this vacuous, right? It's just, God, can you take your spacesuit off every once in a while? I don't know. What kind of spacesuit do you have that does not interact with reality? Hello, narcissist. That's why you're watching this 21 minutes and I have no idea what it is. But that's why you're watching this, is because you're fascinated with narcissism. But I am trying to tell you, why is there narcissism? Basically, that's it. If you look at it, all of the professional, worldwide renowned narcissists, psychologists,